at this. Look, people just having fun, having the time of their lives. But yeah, I really want to go up. I really want to go up. Check this one out, and this side as well. This one. I really want to go up just to get a really good photo, but honestly with my bag, the weight of it, I can't be bothered. Literally cannot be bothered. I'd end up falling down and trying to squeeze on them paths right there with people coming up and down. Yeah, I'm just going to make my way along here because I've got enough walking to do without torturing myself going up them just to come back down again. So as fun as they look, and it would make a good photo, I'm just going to be walking along here. Already, caught me up. Knackered already, don't want to do any more. Yeah. See guys, this is what is fun, meeting other backpackers along the way. And what's even more fun on this walk, I've met now like 2 or 3 people where I've seen them in one location, because everybody's doing these walks differently and like obviously going at their own place. You know, some people are staying in hotels, some people are staying in campsites, other people are van lifers, so on and so on. And I'll meet a set of people in one place, and then later on that day or the day after, I'll bump into them again. Further along, and we'll compare notes. On the walk. Oh yeah, that was a tedious walk. And we feel the exact same way. So yeah, I'm really enjoying that. This is what makes the walk worthwhile. It's not only the scenery, but meeting other people along the way, other hikers, other backpackers, and it just makes it absolutely worth it. Check, that's an hotel as well. Look at that. Very posh and extravagant. Okay guys, I've got a very good question for you guys. So can you see that path right over there? Right down there. I've just walked the whole way down that with that family I just met. Lovely little family. Proper pleasure to meet them as always. So yeah, I've just walked all the way down that. They've gone off because they're staying in I think a campsite or something around here, and I've carried on walking. So as you can imagine, I've walked all the way down there, and as I'm walking down there, I'm looking over here, and I've just walked up the steepest hill to get up here. I really have. I mean, that has absolutely knackered me out. So my question is, right, just imagine, yeah, top of that path there, wouldn't it be just easy if they just put a bridge? Just put a bridge, one side to the other, yeah? One side to the other. However, that being said, if they did do that, if they built a bridge that just went across here, so you didn't have to walk all the way down here and all the way back up, right? If you could just cut across the bridge here, but they charged, right? So I've just paid nearly £4 to go on that train, which was a lot of fun and it helped me on my way. But if it was very similar to that the whole way along. So here they had a bridge, but they charged, I don't know, £5 to cross it. Yeah, because you can guarantee if they did build a bridge there, they guarantee they'd put a toll price on it. Would you pay it? Would you walk? Would you do it the walking and obviously walk all the way down here and back up again? Or would you pay the price to cross just this distance here to save your legs? But I'm guessing that I'm making my way along here. This isn't going to be the last. I'm guessing there's going to be a few more, again, ups and downs as I make my way along. But yeah, what do you think, guys? Because I always look at this and I think, wouldn't it just be easy if they just put a bridge here? Just a bridge, a nice, easy bridge to walk across. It saves walking all the way down there. When you get to the bottom, you can see where it goes. You've got to walk all the way along here a bit. And then there's a bridge over the river. And then a big steep hill coming up here. So, what do you think? Walk or pay the price to cross a bridge? What would you do? Okay, so I'm approaching this campsite right now, yeah, and a couple has just passed me. And out of curiosity, I've just said to him, are you staying on there tonight? He said, yeah. He says, how much? Take a guess, guys. Take a guess how much. £35. £35 to stay on there. Like, what are you getting for your money exactly? Like, for example, if I set my tent up now, right, if I set my tent up here and now, if there were obviously space to set my tent up, it'd be free. It'd be free. And yet over there, they're paying £35 to do the exact same thing. Where is the logic in that? I'm sorry, but where is the logic in that? To pay £35 to sleep in your own tent. And yet, you know, the other side of the fence, like I say, right now if I were to set my tent up, it'd be free. I just can't wrap my head around it. What an absolute rip-off. I mean, you know, like I said, I'd be wanting to stay in a hotel for that much. A guest house or a B&B or something, you know what I mean? But, yeah. Okay, so I can't get my head around it. So up over this fence, this is where the campsite is, and I've just walked through it because back there, part of the path was closed off because obviously of erosion. The path went through the campsite, and it's divided up into fields. It looks like there's, you know, it's a bit divided up, and the divides are just like mould hills, if you know what I mean. They're like little grassy hill bits. And as I'm walking through, I've cut through and gone to the other side of one of these hills and just sat down. I've literally just sat down on this other side of one of these hills. And I'm thinking to myself, I could quite easily set my tent up here. I could quite easily set my tent up here. So I'm thinking, unless they send people round scouting, you know, unless, you know, how do they know? How do they know, obviously, with people walking through? I bet you there are people that literally do walk on there without paying and just set the tent up. I mean, how do they monitor it? Like, I just don't get it. I mean, look, you can kind of see him. He goes, quite big, it's quite a big campsite, you know, and they're obviously spread out, you know, amongst, it looks like divided into about 4 or 5 different fields. So yeah, I'm walking through and I'm thinking, I could easily go and find a little spot and put my tent up here. Easily. But, and you know what, if it was any later in the day, because it is getting quite late on now and I am getting quite tired, but I'm thinking if it was any later on in the day and I was exhausted, I would have stayed there. I would definitely have stayed there. I would definitely have put my tent up and stayed there. A little bit windy. It's definitely very, very windy. But no, I'm going to keep walking. I'm going to keep walking. But yeah, I can't get my head around that. I cannot get my head around that. And I definitely wouldn't pay the prices to sleep on a campsite like that. And there's nothing there. There's nothing there. There's just people sleeping in the tent. Like, you know, doing the exact same thing I do. So, I don't know. Okay, guys. So, it is 8:30. I have been walking all day. All day. It's about a mile along into the next place along, literally up and over that hill, and I can't be bothered doing any more walking. Cannot be bothered doing any more walking. So as I'm walking down there, I spotted this plot of land here, and I thought, that's it, I'm setting my tent up here. I cannot do any more walking tonight. And oh, the clouds have just rolled in. I've just had a good look at the sun. But it's just been masked by the clouds. So yeah. And I tell you what, guys, I'm telling you something. I no longer trust Google Maps. And I no longer trust signs. Well, I trust the signs on which directions to take. Along here, the signs have been very, very clear. Very clear instructions on which way to go, but not clear instructions on how many miles. On the signpost, it's been like 6 miles, 5 miles, 3 miles. It's not. Whoever's put them numbers on there are billy bullshitters, I'm telling you. And not just that, but on Google Maps, this morning where I set off from, I put from there, just having a look, just having a curiosity, where the nearest Wetherspoons was, right? Genuinely, I put where I was this morning, where I set off from this morning, from to the nearest Wetherspoons. It said 6.5 hours walking. 6.5 hours walking. Where I am now, Wetherspoons is still 2.5 hours away. Work that one out. I set off at about 11:30 this morning. Roughly 11:30. I've been walking roughly, pretty, give or take, obviously 10-15 minutes, even though where I've been stopping to rest. I've been roughly walking all day from 11:30. And it said about 6 hours, 6.5 hours to the nearest Wetherspoons. And it's still, at this, where I am at this point, it's still another 2.5 hours. So don't trust it. I do not trust it whatsoever. So I don't know where they get that information from, what you know, who comes up with the numbers and the facts. But yeah, I'm not even looking anymore. I'm not even looking, because like I say, I've just got to the point now where it's the last few hours. It's the last few hours that just drag, that just simply drag, and I just think I can't do any more walking. And look at all this, literally look at all this again. Look at it all, miles and miles and miles and miles of fields. And this walk for the past 3 days, 3 days constantly, has just been up and down, and I'm knackered. So I think I still will get to Wetherspoons tomorrow. If I set off earlier enough in the morning, I think I will get to Wetherspoons tomorrow. And I think tomorrow, for the next couple of days, I'm taking it easy. I'm taking it easy, and I'm going to get buses if I can. But I need to slow down a bit, because I've literally, for the past 3 days, walked myself into the ground. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to leave it there or end it there or not, because again, I need to go through my footage. I've got about 2 days worth of footage to upload, so I don't know how long or short this is going to be, but find out what happens next. Stay tuned, guys.